I greet this morning, Monday morning, the 16th of December. I'm sitting here close to the Stone of the Rats because we picked the card for this week, the rat. And the stone circle is nearly empty this morning. There are some people in meditation and we greet the rising sun like always. And I know that other people are at their places in deep meditation. So listening to the rat, the first being what I met this morning, it was a rat. Interesting. Very early in the morning. And as you know, I feel quite close to the species of the rats. And they have such a will of survival. And always, if I'm in contact with the rats, I'm sometimes singing with them, and then they show up in their tribal life, how they are organized. And maybe it's the species on this globe which is the most tortured and mistreated. And of course, I'm at once reminded to what's happening still right now to all the people in Gaza, to all the people in Africa, at Colombia, at so many places which have no right to be, which are mistreated, which are tortured. And the willingness to understand that we can use our privilege in a good way. And so to really open our heart for compassion, what is happening, and to be ready to face the injustice and to be ready to speak where we don't dare to speak. And looking to this, I feel that the rat is inviting us to no longer ignore the collective trauma as well as the personal trauma. They are so much connected, and the willingness to see it and to see that we cannot step out of the pattern of perpetrator and victim as long as we don't accept this kind of reality, that there are governments honored and which are mistreating, which are misusing their privilege, which are still killing people. This is not correct, and we are part of this. It's not to look to one who is governor. This is a collective trauma which we can see, can face, and can ask ourselves, how can we accept the real order of life? How can we look to the darkness? Not to come too quick with answers, this ism, capitalism, and so on, all this ism. No. What is life telling us? What is the abundance of life wanting from us? How are we ready to face truth, to learn to trust into the guidance of life? This all the rat is telling to me, and I think so much suffering is from the identification with the wrong part of our personality, and something wants to understand deeper how togetherness can really appear, and how this mother-fatherhood can really appear if we don't accept the darkness where all life comes from. How shall we ever change? How shall we ever transform? So I spoke more than I wanted, and I will use the silence of the coming time to deeply listen what is next, what is ours. And I invite you warmly, if you feel the call, to participate in the 12 nights and the 30 moons, where we offer for every day meditation, and where we start on the 20th. There will be the first webinar, and then we start with the deep listening to our intention. What does the year 2025 want from us? What is ours to participate in justice, in life, in truth, and trust? Yeah, welcome if you feel the call. And if you don't want to use internet, I can fully see this and maybe also the intelligence on a higher level, that we connect, that we build the intelligence to support the rebirth of life. So thank you to the rats, thank you to Mashallah, thank you for the readiness to face darkness, and may we be guided in all the challenges. Thank you and have a blessed week. Yasin.